Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Barry Chappell coming to you live from Hollywood, California, home of the PrimeTime Shopping Network studio. I got a huge show tonight. Very big show. But I have to, Wilson. I am obligated. I have to start the show by giving you a Pretty Boy Floyd update. All right. Floyd, like me, loves television. That's Floyd. There he is. It turns out my dog is, and it's okay, he is a Chiweenie. A 12.5-pound Chiweenie that just lays all over me. He is so happy all the time. I've never seen a dog eat this much. Now, granted, he was skinny, but he keeps eating. And I have informed my kids, Ben and Kate, that Ben's the only one I'm going to allow to feed Pretty Boy Floyd breakfast the first few times. Because, Wilson, I am not making this up. I have a little bowl. Ginger has a bowl, and I bought a bowl for Pretty Boy Floyd. And I bring the bowl. This little guy right here, that's his little bowl. He's got his own little whole bathroom. But what he'll do, when I bring this bowl in, I'm not making this up, Wilson. I'll even say, before I even get near, I'll go, who's hungry? I open the door, and I expect I'm just going to put it down, Wilson. No. This dog jumps 18, 20, 22 inches off the ground trying to grab the bowl. It's like, I'm not putting it down till you stop jumping. So he jumps higher. So I walk back, then I'll just sit there. And I start to put it down, and he starts jumping. So I say, sit. He's slightly, because before I just go and slide it over to him. But, yeah, Pretty Boy Floyd is doing great. He is a happy dog. He even, Wilson, look at this. He even gets along with Ginger. Now, occasionally you hear Floyd bark. That's because Ginger's trying to steal Pretty Boy Floyd's food. He has nothing to do with that. Now, Matt, I am curious. Tell me when you're ready. If you're not ready, say I'm not ready, Barry. But I have like 4 minutes of an artist name of a few people talking about an artist, Hiedo Nodo, who is either in his 1940s, either in his 112, or he died. He is a very famous Japanese expressionist artist. And Ashley found this little tape of Florence Henderson and Barry Williams of the Brady Bunch talking about the artwork of Hiedo Nodo a while ago. And so I want you to see this, because all I could find, Wilson, and I'm going to go home because I didn't even know I was going to do these tonight, but Jack said, time to show them. This is just a signed and numbered silkscreen. Okay? It's not an original. It's one of 100 or one of 200, and they want $1,500 for it. This guy was captured, went to Siberia. He was in the Japanese military during World War II, got captured. They sent him to Siberia. He moved to L.A. once he got his freedom, went to UCLA Art School. Amazing guy. Well, here, I'll tell you what. I'm going to put this one Noda on the easel just for a second. BC 1518. And I just want to show you this because this is what Noda does. And that is an original Noda. This one was done in, he didn't put the date on the back of this one. Some of them he's got late 80s, some in the 90s. But I now want to show you, I don't know if it's 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes, this little film, 3 minutes. Take a look at this.
It's a sunny day in Mar Vista, California, as Hideo Noda prepares to start a familiar process. He climbs a ladder to his rooftop studio, where he will create the background for one of his heavily textured paintings.
After the canvas is dry, he'll head to his studio. There he'll add layer upon layer of paint until Hideo decides that the painting is finally done. But the brightly colored paintings that fill Hideo's house belie a past filled with sorrow and suffering.
No, because I was so bright painting, because I got so dark life, I like a bright color. I got so much dark life that way.
Hideo Noda was born in America, but returned to his mother's native Japan when his father died in an automobile accident. It was there that Hideo first discovered his artistic talents.
I was 19 years old. I started painting in Japan, in the island, Naomijima Island, near Hiroshima.
Not long after Hideo finished 11th grade, he was drafted into Japan's Imperial Army, and in 1942, he was sent to China to fight.
War is terrible, because war is killing the people. You kill more people, you get more metal.
Near the end of the war, Hideo was captured by Russians and sent to a POW detention camp in Siberia. There he was forced to build houses and roads until his release in 1947. But many at his camp died in the frigid cold.
My camp was pretty good. We got 1,500 people, 10% died. 150 people died in the 2 years.
After his release, Hideo made his way to California to live with his brother. Between jobs as a busboy and house cleaner, Hideo took art classes at UCLA.
When I was going to UCLA extension course, the teacher told me, don't come to school anymore. Nobody could teach you. Do your own way. Looks like I'm a professional already. That's why he told me.
Hideo went home and continued to paint. He started a gardening business, and then at age 37, he decided to get married.
Oh, I went to Japan to get married, and then my relative introduced my wife. Then I met her, and they get married. I was 37 years old. My wife was 22 years old. I got 3 children, 2 boys and 1 girl.
Hideo retired from his gardening business at age 75 and began to paint full-time. Nearly 10 years later, it shows. Hideo now has almost 1,000 finished paintings stacked all over his house. 2 years ago, at the age of 82, Hideo took a class at the Venice Skills Center to learn how to create art on computers.
Usually I take it at the autumn because the rain, I can paint on the roof. That's why I took it the autumn time most of the time.
The teachers were so impressed by Hideo's artwork that they set up a website to help him sell his pieces.
Hideo has several paintings hanging in museums, but he continues to paint because he finds joy in creating beauty. He looks forward to showing more of his work in public, but for right now, he has only one plan.
Paint more picture.
Wow, he is inspiring,
Incredible.
Isn't he? Oh my
Wow.
goodness. To learn more about Hideo Noda and to see his artwork, go to hideonoda.com.
Now that was an amazing story, and we're going to preview some amazing movies.
That was Florence Henderson, the late Florence Henderson of the Brady Bunch. And after a few minutes, they even brought Barry Williams, the guy that played Greg Brady. on the Brady Bunch. And I'll tell you this, Hiedo Nodo, mega famous. He was born in 1922. You're looking, that was probably made, if you had to guess from that, 1990s, would you say? 80s or 90s? So 30 years ago, so he's either 120 or he passed away. 110.
102 or passed away.
Yeah, 102, yeah. He could make it to 102. He could still be alive. I don't know, but what I do know is I have some amazing originals. Not many, but I got one. I want to show you a few of them. And I'm going to talk price with you. Let's see, how many we have over there? Because one or two have a little bit of damage on them that we're not sure. How many you have there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 6, 7, 8. We have 9. Notice, this is one of my favorite ones right here. Now this signed Hiedo Nodo. This is, I mean, he is in the Whitney Museum of Art. He is in a lot of museums. But that's one heck of a story to be drafted, fight in World War II, get captured, go to Siberia for 3 years, released, find his way, get to the United States, study art, continue to study art, go to UCLA, and become so famous. I have no idea. All I know is a signed and numbered one on his website right here is $1,500. It's 20 by 20, and it's $1,500. This is a one-of-a-kind original. I would think it's probably in the $15,000 to $25,000 range, but it doesn't matter because I'm not going to charge anywhere near that. This is BC 1518. And I'm going to show you the ones I have, and I'm going to let some of you or anybody who wants in on a deal of a lifetime. You know I love selling, Wilson. I've been doing it for 33 years. I'm 6 months away from being in my 34th year, but I'll tell you what, I'm giving these away, order of Jack, not me. I would get these in some museum auctions, but Ashley, let me show you. Here is another Nodo. I like this one. This one was done in 1992. Look at that, Wilson. He put it in Japanese and somewhat backwards. Yeah. BC 1515. Look at that. This is exactly what he was painting. Signed Hiedo Nodo in the bottom there.
This title is red.
The title is red?
Yeah.
How do you know that? The title of this is red. Red. You got a translator? Huh? Hang on, can't take it right now.
Where do you want to go next?
Let me get the largest one. I want to show you a couple that have minor damage that you can most likely fix. Well, I don't know if you can.
So this one next?
Yeah, this is huge. And folks, you got to talk to Ashley on the shipping, but this is gorgeous. Look at this.
It looks like opals.
Oh, you're right. Ashley said it looks like opals.
1989.
1989. BC 1527. This is huge. I wonder what the size on this is.
This is 53 53.5.
50,
53.5.
53 by 53. Yeah.
1527.
1527.
I'll just check right now. Let me just check.
All right, we're going to double check the size.
The year is 1989.
It was painted in 1989.
Thank you, Barry.
My pleasure. Is it 53 by 53?
Yeah, 53.5 by 53.5.
53 and a half by 53 and a half. So let me put this one over here. Grab another one. So we've shown just folks, I am going to give you deals. This guy, that was like a PBS special you were watching or somebody. I mean, oh, this is cool.
Yeah, 1984.
1984. I wonder what that means. Can you try?
Sushi.
No, really? Does no?
Yeah, sushi.
Does it really?
Yeah.
That means you're making that up.
I can see this being hung in a sushi restaurant.
Yeah, but you translated that thing that said red. What you think that's
a
just?
fishbone. He just.
I
eating
got
fish.
you. I got you.
See it, Barry?
And what is the size on this? Because we don't even have an item number.
We don't. But it looks. Man eating fish.
Man eating fish. So we do have an item number.
Yeah, 1522.
1522.
40 by 36.
40 by 37.
36.
Is that what you said?
40 by 36.
40 by 36. All right, now this is in very good shape.
I know, I love it.
Let's show them one that's damaged. So you guys, some of you guys are gonna, this is museum grade art in a bizarre way. I did not buy this. A friend of Jack's bought this, and he got, and this is so cool. 1989.
1525.
Yeah. Now this
I think this should be in a school.
this is amazing, but you see this little bit, something in storage, maybe a little water got on it. It can be restored very easily. But you see that? Probably cost $400 or $500, maybe more, maybe less, but and what is the size on this?
53.5 by 47.5.
53 and a half by 47 and a half.
1525.
1525.
Pink bricks.
What's that?
Pink bricks.
Is that called pink bricks?
Yes, sir.
They look like pink bricks.
Right?
Yeah. But it is damaged. It's not to the point, I mean, you're getting a Hiedo Noto original, and he's quite famous, but what's that?
Back over here.
Yeah, let's show him a couple more, and then I'm going to start auctioning. All right, Wilson, I'm going to let you explain while she gets another one.
Want to show that one next?
Yeah. Oh, let's show yours next.
1524. 1989.
Wow. This is the drip paint style. Jackson Pollock would be thrilled.
So thrilled.
You saw him doing that in the little docudrama. Well, whoever made that.
The Brady Bunch.
Yeah, the Brady Bunch. Why were they doing it? Yeah, Mrs.
Incredible.
Yeah.
1989.
And what's the item number on this?
1524.
1524.
Yep.
Now this next one, he signed it on the back. I made up a name for this one, but I'm not going to say it on the air. Patty knows the name of this one.
So abstract.
Very abstract. 519. Very abstract expressionism from a very famous Japanese, and this texture is called drip paint, which Jackson Pollock made famous before he drove off a cliff with his mistress and his mistress's friend. He used to always say, the paint has an intention. Let the paint do its work. All right, well, that's what Jackson Pollock said. So, how many, do we have any more there? Are they damaged? Or, well, let's show the damage. Let's sell.
That's what we came here to do.
Well, I came here to show off my dog, Pretty Boy Floyd.
We came here to sell 1526.
That's pretty cool.
It's like they're camping.
It's the Maiden's Tale.
Oh.
Look at that guitar. Here's where it's damaged, Wilson. It's like something coffee color came right down there. Can it be restored? Yes. I don't restore art, but it could be easily restored. But the value is, this is an original Hiedo Nodo. And I'm telling you, my guess is these are 20, 30, 40. I mean, this guy, I don't want to overstate, but this guy is. So we got to put damaged on this or slight stains.
That customer titled that one, Mom Had Too Much to Drink.
Who had?
Mom had too much to drink.
Mom had too much to drink. Yes. All right. I think we only have one more, right? Yeah, let's show the last one, and I'm going to start giving deals. Yeah, Pretty Boy Floyd. He's a fighter, Wilson. And he's, this is damaged on the top.
1528.
1528. Signed on the front and back. Hiedo Noda. Now, I think this is damaged, Ashley, but I don't know if that's the intent because it's black up here. That's got to be damaged. On the, oh, that's so cool on the bottom. But as you go up, he is so thought of, so well thought of. I imagine just his signature on canvas is worth a fortune. But those are my notas. And I'll... All right. I am going to start with it. I'll tell you which one I'm going to start with. They're all very, very cool. This is a major artist, had a show. His paintings hang at the Whitney Art Museum. Stay. All right, I am going to start with this one right here. You can watch us on the internet right now. In about 31 minutes, we get on Dish. BC 1518. Now I want to move this one away so it doesn't overcolor you. I'm going to put that right there. Stay. Yes. This, look, And Matt, we were trying to find out, is the guy still alive or dead? What do you think? He died? What year? Ah, Matt, how do you know he's dead? Did you and Giuliani have something to do with that? You didn't kill him, did you? Okay. What? No, you didn't. He's been dead longer than that. All right, so you got a very famous artist here, probably in the 20,000 range. This is in very good shape. It is signed, and this is BC 1518. I'm going to give somebody one heck of a deal. Now, you got to talk to Ashley about shipping. Tell you what I'm going to do. This is so cheap. Too cheap, too cheap. Don't do it. Where would you start this one out, Ashley? I mean, Ashley, I'm gonna let you. You're gonna 3,500 or 1,000. 3,500. I'll tell you what I am gonna do. And I like this one. You ever eat Play-Doh as a kid, Wilson? I love that stuff. I still do it today. No, I don't. I'll tell you what. This is so cheap. This is too cheap. $700 to open. $100 increments. Well, what am I doing? This is, they made a documentary. I mean, how much did it cost to get Florence Henderson and Barry Williams? I wonder if they had some notas in the Brady Bunch house.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Like that pink brick.
You like the pink brick?
Oh, that could have been in the house,
Yeah. You know why, Ashley? It's just another brick on the wall. This. I'll tell you what. Here, I'm just going to see what happens with this one. The bottom of this is fire. The top looked damaged. So here's what I'm going to do. And you got to talk to Ashley about shipping. This is BC 1528, 48 by 48. Like I said, I think there's some damage on the top. The bottom is amazing. When they want $1,500 for a signed and numbered nota, silk screen, I'm going to start at zero, $200 increments. Patty really likes this one. Matt really likes this one. Matt, are you registered at this network? I know. I'm not. If Matt wants it, Matt gets it. I'm starting at zero, $200 increment. 100. What did I say? $200 increments. That is an original nota, slight damage on the very top of the piece. Signed on the front and back. Now, oh, that'd be such a deal. $200 on an original, not a poster, not a signed and numbered piece.
Open.
We have 200, thank you. Who is your bidder?
Chopper.
Hi, Chopper. I watched Chopper buy something last night. I wasn't here. I was watching on the internet. Yes. You know, you can get pretty much every episode of The Twilight Zone free on the internet.
Yeah.
Granted,
The newest one and the oldest one too, both of them, because
there's two. Yeah. I mean the old one. So, $200 going once on a $20,000. I mean, I gotta imagine that was PBS we were watching. I don't know, but I wonder if this was in the Brady's house.
now we have to watch all the episodes.
Yeah, I gotta watch all the episodes, but it's always Jan Brady's 400. Jan Brady. Marsha. I like that one movie at the end where Flores slaps her. You remember? And then they all started singing, I'm down to one bidder at 400. This is so cheap. $400 going once. Oh, that's cheap. $400 going twice. Fair. Final warning. Sold. Okay. Now, I'm sorry. I got to have more fun with this one before Dish joins me. Look, he did sign it on the back. I'm going to save this one. I think other people are going to appreciate this one. This one right here is exactly what you saw in the 3.5 minutes of that little documentary or whatever that was. This is absolutely cool. And Ashley translated this sign, unless she was lying to me. Did you really translate that to red? Wow. 1992. You got to look at that in the mirror backwards, Wilson. Have you ever done that with anything else? I did that once and it scared me so bad. Red drum. I know. I'm not. BC 1515. Signed on the front and back. Start at zero, $200 increments. The title of this is Red. Look at that. Yeah, I'm going to be selling these through the night, but I got some beautiful Peter Max's, got an amazing Raphael Abacus, got some Gregory Wilhelmies. I got some more Gregory Wilhelmy, some incredible drawings coming in a few weeks. Now, what day are we having our big Basari night?
I'm trying for next week.
Next week, we framed them. We got them all ready to go. No open on Red 1992. Look at this, folks. I mean, you can tell how much work he put into these, and that translates into red. Oh my goodness. Starting at zero. This could be worth $25,000 for all I know. Jack said, I need some more room in the studio, make him go away. And it's like, Jack, give me a day of it. He just told me that, literally, 12 hours ago. And I had to go take Ginger walking at the park. He even called me. I was at the park. He goes, life of leisure. He said, you been to a dog park lately, Jack? Get off of me. No dog. They're all nice there. No open. Start at zero, $200 increments on a 1992 piece. Signed on the front and back. The title of this is Red. No open once. No open twice. Fair and final warning. Okay. Pick me out another one, Ashley. I'm going to put red back here. Hey, did we sell that one over there?
No.
All right, let's go with this one. It's got little flowers at the bottom. Look at the flowers. Yeah, look at those. Those right in the bottom. You know, those don't pop out as flowers. You got to stand back.
Got to take what you're on.
Okay. Don't knock that back thing off, Chappell. Good. All right. This is too cool for school, Wilson. Yeah. I mean, that is amazing. This
1518.
is one of Patty's favorites. 1518. This is like 20 grand. Look. When Jack says, I need some space, I don't argue with Jack. He's like the godfather of this place. Would you argue with the godfather, Wilson? No. No, no, no. I watched the last one, Godfather 3, where Michael Corleone is just hunched over, little stray dogs running around him after Andy Garcia was in it, the whole crew. I'll tell you what, this is a steal. It's going to be 20 grand. Start at zero, $200 increments. And that is an original Hito Noto. That looks like the part in that little film when he was painting. I mean, that is just perfect. If this doesn't sell, I'm going to save another brick in the wall for Dish. This is going to sell, Patty. I mean, the fact that you're watching a live show and we are only on the internet, our affiliates join us in 18, 17 minutes, and we got a world famous artist who died, and one of Jack's friends bought all this stuff. It's unbelievable. No open at 200. This should be 200. You know, Neoto's dad, all right, Wilson, to get one of Hiedo Noto's father's work is $300,000. Yeah, $300K. And I'm talking, what's that? We have 200. Thank you. This is pretty. Now, here's the big question, Wilson, because I had to have been worse than you. How much Play-Doh did you eat? Just a little bit. I wish I could have stopped it just a little bit. You know, Ashley, when you mix the green Play-Doh with that reddish pink Play-Doh, it just tasted so good. It smells good, too. Have you ever noticed that about Play-Doh? You can't just say no. It's like that one commercial. They should use that for Play-Doh. $200 going once. This is crazy. $200 on something that could be worth as much as $20,000 going twice. Yeah, fair. Final warning. Sold. They got that so cheap. All right. Now, let me show you one more Nota, or better yet, what's that? Here, I'll tell you what, I'm going to show you this one, but Ashley, I'm going to need more to open on this one. This one right here is sushi, basically. What is the item number on sushi? Look at the fish. You got another fish in the fork.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah.
Look at that. Hito Noda. And look at the face on the person eating the fish, Wilson. A happy, hauntingly hungry. Do you eat much sushi?
I love sushi.
I do too.
We should get sushi next Wednesday.
And sushi it is.
I can pick it up.
You pick it up. When I was 17, I laughed at it. I saw so much of it in California. I visited, it's a long story, and I just said, this can't be true. Then when I turned 18, I was in Douglas, Georgia, and people were talking about sushi. Are you kidding me? How long do you think people get away selling you raw fish that they don't cook? I was so wrong. So, this looks like a major Noda, Haida Noda. Here's what I'm going to do on this. This looks really important. Looks like a $30,000 or $40,000 piece. This one's going to be $800 to open. Why? What were you thinking? You just said, oh. All right, watch this. $500 to open. Jack said move them. If I lose somebody's money. This looks like a really important piece. $500 to open. Born in 1922. Oh, look at that. This could turn out to be worth, hundreds of thousands or $50,000, Ashley. His father, now once again, it's a generation different, are $200,000 and $300,000 by auction. $500 to open. Patty, you got somebody on this?
I'm still working on the last order.
Tell you what, on this, $450 to open.
Okay, I'm verifying with Frank.
Okay. Frank, how's Frank doing?
Okay, no worries. When you're ready, I'll take that.
Okay, well, you figure it out. I am a pawn on the board game of life.
Okay, when you're ready.
I used to be a rook. Before that, a bishop. Now I'm a pawn. I'm a damaged pawn. I'm a pawn that the dog ate the head off the pawn. But anyway, enough about me. Any interest in this? I lowered this. All right, I'm going to save this for when we have dish. All right.
I'm going to put our sushi over here.
Which one?
I'm going to put our sushi over here.
Yeah, sushi over there.
You're all set. Oh, you're so welcome.
And do you have any unsold ones over there?
We got this abstract one.
Let's sell it. Which one is this?
This is still available.
Okay, is that the one with damage?
No.
No, oh, this is no damage. Done in 1989. The year of the big earthquake. At the World Series game. And I'm happy my mom was at that game. And she went to the World Series post office, bought a World Series card, got a Lou Gehrig stamp put on it, and they stamped it. Then the game was canceled. She was smart. This is pretty cool. What's the item number on this?
1524.
All right, what would you price this at? Ashley says Ashley gets. Tell me what the price is at, and
500 over.
500 to open. That is a huge nota. All right, Wilson, I'm going to give you a choice. You can have a Hiedo Noto or 2 cases of soda. Nota or soda? Which one would you take? Nota. You take the Nota. Good man. I saw that. It was about 10 years ago. They were offering people $100 of candy or $100 of pure silver. And people were taking the candy. It's like, what the heck? All right, at 500 on a large Nota, give me a call. I got 9 minutes till we get, well, I got to check.
Customer says this reminds them of a Schofield.
That does, yeah, the abstract Schofield. Yeah. Look at that. All right. Ashley.
Yes, sir.
Mic over to Ashley.
Literally.
No, I'll be right back.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Wednesday night art show with Barry Chappell and me, Ashley. Okay, so we're selling notas, which I love them. They're very colorful. We still have the man eating the fish. I did sell the man and woman camping. I sold my favorite one. Mr. M got it. Mr. and Miss M got it. We have pink bricks still. Pink bricks is an amazing one, large. We do have the lady with the earrings that Chopper is thinking about. Chopper's thinking about. And then I call it the opal one. The one behind me right here, it looks like opals. If you saw that opal on the opal brooch that, yes, Mike, we know who got it. Yes, thank you, Wilson. That amazing opal brooch. It just reminded me of that. So I call that one opals. We know that one's called red. These are incredible, incredible pieces. The artist is, if you read about him, I could send it with a biography of him. I know the art customers love that when you have the story behind him. Sorry, I was just checking my watch real quick. Look at that, Wilson. Look at that Rolex. 12 carats of diamonds. Just checking the time. Yeah, call me on that too. I'm just here. I'm all over the place. You know me. So yeah, so we have this one right now opening at 500. And I would open this one for 300. Like Miss M said, Mama had too much to drink. Chopper and the earrings. We have man eating the fish, which I would love that if I went to a sushi restaurant. Maybe I should take it down the street to the sushi restaurant that we love to go to and just ask them if we could hang it on the wall there, right? I think it'd be perfect. We have opal, red, pink bricks. I was trying to get Chopper to tell me which one he wanted.
So strange. It's got to be valuable.
Well, Chopper was talking about the earrings.
The earrings.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so let me know. I'm right here for you guys. Barry seems to be back, coming back.
Yes.
Just want to say hi to Mike and Cleo. Love you both.
Oh,
Okay. Here you are, sir.
thank you. Folks, I want to tell you what I do want to show you because I brought my whole folder on this guy. Gregory Wilhelmi has some cute grandkids. He sent me a postcard, but you know what that is, Wilson? That is stained glass windows. A very large temple in Southern California. You know, did all that stained glass? Raphael Abacussis. He takes... All right, thank you.
Thank you, Barry.
That one's gone. The reason I'm telling you about this is right here. Wilson, BC 2906. That is sculpted. I believe there's quite a bit of silver, real silver used. This is a menorah. Inside is a dreidel. And you can tighten this top candle up. That is one heck of a brick. Now,
MH and Cleo say hello.
hello.
They got their Novaro and Schofield today.
Did they like it?
They said thank you, yes.
All right, Cleo. An MH. Well, I just want to show you a little bit about Raphael Abacussis. This is a picture of him from a long, long time ago. Well, I don't know how long it is. I'll tell you by looking at the date. This article, great, you can't tell. Was put out on him. I want to tell you in Abacussis' own words. Regarded as a modern master of Jewish art, originals give as gift by the Israeli governments, art with a message. He sends a message through the use of color, developed his own unique style, combined symbolism, cubism, color theory to tell a story. And this is what Raphael Abacussis said: "My art always smiles, no matter how powerful the message. And Raphael Abécassis is famous worldwide. And I want to show you these prices because these are not large paintings. And this is 1,300 to 2,000. 2009, 16 years ago. And those are just editions, signed and numbered pieces. What I am showing you with this menorah, it's a unique original, and I'm going to show you where Raphael Abécassis signed it right here. I don't know. Can you see that, Wilson? Raphael Abécassis. What's the date on that?
Does it say a date?
What? The right.
Let me see. It says 925. There's no date.
Oh, 925 sterling silver.
Yes, sir.
You-
Got it. Oh. Mr. and Miss M are sitting down to some homemade beef stew.
Mr. and Mrs. M are doing what?
They're sitting down to homemade beef stew.
All right.
We just got on dish.
Well, look at the town here. He is showing you stories. Look at that. Sterling silver highlighted with a little bit of gold. This is... Yeah, that's one of my neighbors. I hope my dog didn't get out.
Oh, really? You want me to answer?
What?
You want me to answer?
No.
Okay.
Look at that.
Very, I sold this one too.
What's that?
I sold.
All right, you sold another Nota. Look at that. That is the story. Look at the sun right here. And you have the dreidel. And I imagine a stained glass window like that by Raphael Abécassis. I mean, it is perfect. And that's what he does. And I did not know he did stained glass windows. About 15 years ago, they took me to one of the temples in LA. Am I about the same weight back then as I am now, Wilson? That's me in the green shirt.
I think you're thinner.
I was thinner back here.
No, now.
All right. Raphael Abécassis is worldwide renowned. He does tapestries. He does everything. Just to show you, look at this. Look at all the calendars that Raphael Abécassis does. Hey, are we on Dish now, Matt? Hello, Dish. Here's a Raphael Abécassis from 9 years ago, $1,800, and it's not sure what it is. Telling Jewish biblical stories in a way that will put a smile on your face. This is amazing. People were telling me that some of these, because they're so unique, this was done in sterling silver. Let's see if there's a number on it, because I believe this is like each one's an original. Look at this. You're talking 15, 16, 17,000. I mean, that's all. There's no mold used. Raphael Abogacé hand pounds each one of these. This is as cool as it gets. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Oh, this is amazing. I'm going to give everybody a great deal. This is going to go sell fast, Ashley. And that is sterling silver. $1,300 to open. $100 increments once we get the open. And we got the measurements on it. Handcrafted out of sterling silver. It is stunning. This is beautiful. And it's got a dreidel in the middle. Take a look at this. And you got the dreidel in there. But look at this. Handcrafted. Old Jerusalem. Look at this. The biblical story. But as Raphael Abogacé says right here, my art always smiles, no matter how powerful the message. Any interest in this at $1,300? Okay. What I am going to do is move this over. We were doing, and I'll tell you what, I got to do this one right now. If you didn't watch the first hour on internet only, this is a very famous Japanese artist. He died, but he was born in 1922. His name is Hiedo Noda. We even played a 3-minute clip that had Florence Henderson in it. And a little later, we didn't take you through it all, had Barry Williams of the Brady Bunch. And what I want to do, because I'm down to, how many notas do I have left? Because we sold quite a few.
1, 2, 3, do you have any more? 5. 1, 2, 3,
4. And those are all gone.
Yes, sir.
So I am down to only 3 or 4 notas. Here's what I want to do. Matt, can you play that little clip again? And if you're watching me on Dish, this is a very valuable artist. A friend of Jack's bought these. They've been in the studio. Jack said make them go away. This was done in 1989. This guy, he's dead now, but so famous. And this, take a look at this. This is only 3 or 4 minutes. You're going to get to listen to Noda. And then I'm going to sell one of the last ones, one of the largest ones I have. Oh, I got some Peter Maxes. And Ashley knows the secret handshake when I show one of them. All right. This is 1527. And tell me, oh, take a look at Hiedo Nodo painting.
It's a sunny day in Mar Vista, California, as Hideo Noda prepares to start a familiar process. He climbs a ladder to his rooftop studio, where he will create the background for one of his heavily textured paintings.
After the canvas is dry, he'll head to his studio. There he'll add layer upon layer of paint until Hideo decides that the painting is finally done. But the brightly colored paintings that fill Hideo's house belie a past filled with sorrow and suffering.
Well, because I have a so bright painting, because I got so dark life, I like a bright color. I got so much dark life that way.
Hideo Noda was born in America, but returned to his mother's native Japan when his father died in an automobile accident. It was there that Hideo first discovered his artistic talents.
I was 19 years old. I started painting in Japan, in the island, Nomijima Island, near Hiroshima.
Not long after Hideo finished 11th grade, he was drafted into Japan's Imperial Army, and in 1942, he was sent to China to fight.
War is terrible because war is killing the people. You kill more people, you get more metal.
Near the end of the war, Hideo was captured by Russians and sent to a POW detention camp in Siberia. There he was forced to build houses and roads until his release in 1947. But many at his camp died in the frigid cold.
My camp was pretty good. We got 1,500 people, 10% died. 150 people died in the 2 years.
After his release, Hideo made his way to California to live with his brother. Between jobs as a busboy and house cleaner, Hideo took art classes at UCLA.
When I was going to UCLA extension course, the teacher told me, don't come to school anymore. Nobody could teach you. Do your own way. Looks like I'm a professional already. That's why he told me.
Hideo went home and continued to paint. He started a gardening business, and then at age 37, he decided to get married.
Oh, I went to Japan to get married, and then my relative introduced my wife. Then I met her, and they get married. I was 37 years old. My wife was 22 years old. I got 3 children, 2 boys and 1 girl.
Hideo retired from his gardening business at age 75 and began to paint full-time. Nearly 10 years later, it shows. Hideo now has almost 1,000 finished paintings stacked all over his house. 2 years ago, at the age of 82, Hideo took a class at the Venice Skills Center to learn how to create art on computers.
Usually I take it at the autumn because the rain, I can paint on the roof. That's why I took at the autumn time most of the time.
The teachers were so impressed by Hideo's artwork that they set up a website to help him sell his pieces.
Hideo has several paintings hanging in museums, but he continues to paint because he finds joy in creating beauty. He looks forward to showing more of his work in public, but for right now, he has only one plan.
Paint more picture.
Wow, he is inspiring,
Incredible.
isn't he? Oh my
Wow.
goodness. To learn more about Hideo Noda and to see his artwork, go to hideonoda.com.
What I just showed you, features at the end there, part of it. Florence Henderson, the late Florence Henderson. Part of it even had Barry Williams coming on from the Brady Bunch talking about Noda. And this, Ashley, this was done in 1989. And she was saying, this looks like, what does this remind you of? We call it opal. Now, folks, when you have a signed and numbered piece going for $1,500, what would an original, a one-of-a-kind original like this go for? This is huge. This is absolutely huge. It's signed on the front, Hideo Noda, and it's signed on the back. And here's what I'm going to do. Now, Noda's dad, a generation earlier, his work is $200,000 and $300,000. Now, I don't know if it's the same style, but when you look at this, tell you what, you got to talk to Ashley about the shipping. This is 53.5 by 53.5. And it's gorgeous. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to auction it. And I hope you're out there, because I only have one or two Nodas left. Matter of fact, what I'm going to do, since I only have 3 left, this is the largest one. I'm going to show you one that we call sushi, because Noda painted this one. And we're going to put the item number on sushi up right here. I had like 8 or 10 when I started on the internet only. And by the time I got the dish, we're down to 3. And they are all Noda. And he has passed away. So that's the second one. And here is the third one that Ashley looked the title up. This one right here. The Japanese symbol means red. And it was done in 1992. It's 36 by 36. And that's the back. Now, these are the last 3 Heido Nodos I have. And they are old. They're kind of as is. But let's start with this one right here. And that looks like what to you, Ashley? Opals. Okay. Well, this is huge. Ashley's going to tell you shipping. I am on shipping probation, Patty. Yeah. I get it wrong every time. This was done in 1989. Look at that. I'd put a retail at 20, 25,000, but I don't know. But I saw, when PBS or somebody, I don't know if it's PBS, making documentaries, and you got 2 of the Brady bunch doing it, you got to think, wow. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Where would you start this? This is large. 0 to start, $250 increments. This is one of the largest notas I have. It's signed on the front, signed on the back, and dated 1989. Whatever it goes for, this could be one of the biggest mistakes I didn't even know I was selling these till 4 hours ago. When Jack calls me, he says, Barry, I need some space in there. What's that? Opal. Yeah, look at that. This is, and he is an abstract expressionist, Japanese artist, born in 1922, had the misfortune of being called into World War II, got captured, sent to Siberia for 3 years, lives through a Siberian camp, and then finds his way, slowly but finds it, to Los Angeles, studied art before then. His dad was an artist, and then ended up going, I think, to UCLA, getting all of his degrees in art. I'm starting at 0, $250 increments. This is the largest Heido Nodo I have. That is huge. Oh, I got some amazing Peter Max tonight. Got some Gregory Wilhelmi tonight. Got a lot of great stuff tonight. Wow, no open. I'm glad there's no open. That means I can run with this. I could be like Steve Martin in The Jerk right now, Wilson. All I need is my small dog, which turns out my dog is not a Pomeranian. My dog is, I keep forgetting. Chiweenie. All I need is my Heido Noda and Floyd, my Chiweenie. And I am happy. No open once. And ginger, of course. No open twice. All right, I'm going to move this out of here. I'm going to research this. Here, I'm going to show one more, then I'm pretty much done. This we call sushi. Yeah, hang on. Is somebody calling on that? Let's verify. Hi, Barry Chappell coming to you live. I have a Peter Max. I had to teach. We got to use a secret handshake on. It's so rare. Which one, Juliana, do they want? Okay, because.
Oh, are you registered with us, man? Oh, okay. How can I help you?
The last one?
Yeah. No, we are open or what? Yeah, she's up with Sure, let's open.
Which one?
You register
Okay, which? On the last one.
on the Opal.
The opal, the huge one. Folks, and it does look like opal. And folks, this was painted in 1989. It's 53 and a half by 53 and a half. I have one comp on his signed and numbered. There's probably 100 in the edition. They want 1,500 for a small signed and numbered. This is a one-of-a-kind original painted in 1989. And hang on. So we have the open of $250, looking for $500. This has got to be worth so much more. Yes, this is stunning. And then I got Peter Max tonight. I got Gregory Wilhelmi. I got Abacus. I got a lot of cool stuff. Might even have a couple Glovers. We got a lot of great stuff going on. $250 on something that could be worth $25,000. Something that they made a documentary film with Florence Henderson and Barry Williams of the Brady Bunch on his amazing life. $250 going once. Unbelievable. $250. I am going to remember this as like, why did I sell it so cheap? I wasn't even going to sell it. Jack called me. I was walking Ginger at the dog park. And I said, hey, Jack, he said, can you sell these tonight? I need the space for something we're bringing in. I said, sure, Jack. And he heard a couple dogs bark. He goes, where are you? I go to the dog park. He goes, oh, you live the life of luxury. $250 going once. $250 going twice. Fair final warning somebody got. Call 911, please. She got opal, but call 911. We got robbed. I'm down to the last two. This one right here is called Sushi. Look at this. You talk about abstract expressionism from a man born in 1922 who fought in World War II for the Japanese, captured, spends 3 years at a Siberian prison camp, gets home, always loved art, and look at that. This has got to be a $25,000. I don't know, but start at 0, 200, Japanese, my bad. Start at 0, $250 increments. Sushi, yes. That would be good. Good name for my next dog. Yeah.
That's actually the name of the fish that Wilson gave me for my birthday.
A fish that what?
Wilson gave me a fish for my birthday last year.
A fighting fish?
No, a beta. And I named him Sushi.
A beta is a fighting fish.
Yeah, Sushi. That's his name.
You named your fighting fish Sushi. And then in his first match, he became a meal. All right, folks. At 250 to open, no open once. Look at that. Signed in this incredible green right here. Haido Noda. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to keep these two for next week. Because, Ashley, I'm going to go do some research. I got a couple friends that work at auction houses. And they're going to be laughing at me when I call them tomorrow and said, yeah, we sold some for $400 and $500. They're going to be laughing at me. They're going to be laughing at me. Open on Sushi, 250 has been bid. I have some very good friends that work at auction houses. They're going to be going, Barry, what the? I wasn't prepared to do this tonight. I just found out at the dog park. No, I was walking my dog. It wasn't for me, Wilson. What? Yes, behind is Peter Max. We're going to be doing that next. All right, I got 250. This is crazy. I'm going to get laughed at by one of the largest auction houses. I got a friend that works at one. He's going to be laughing at me, going, tell me again, you sold an original oil on canvas by legendary artist Haido Nodo for what? All right. All right, we are at 250 looking for 5. Hang on. Who's got the bid at 250? Ashley. Oh, Ashley's verifying 2 people. This is so cheap, folks. Are you kidding me? All right, 250 looking for 5. 250 going once. We are verifying. Give me a second. And I'm going to leave one for next week. So my friends that, I still got a 500 has been bid. This is Sushi. This could be 50 grand. I'm at 500. I didn't do any research. Because I thought, what? We got 500. 500 going once. 500 going twice. Fair. Final warning. Is that it? Sold. Now, Wilson, I'm going to talk about our education system. What'd they call it? Just another brick in the wall. Who sung that? Pink Floyd, wasn't it? Yes, that's just another brick in the wall. Ashley.
How about just another pink brick in the wall? Yeah. 1525, yes.
1525. Who sang just another brick in the wall? Pink Floyd. Another brick in the wall. This is the last one I'm going to auction off. I'm going to save that other one so my friends at auction houses can laugh at me. This is 1989. Haido Noda. Now, I want to show you something. This is signed on the back, but Wilson, it's also signed on the front, but has some damage. And I got to put it right here. Can you show them somehow in the decade or two that Jack's friend or somebody had this in storage, it looks like it got some water damage. It can be repaired right over here by my finger. It can be repaired very easily. I've seen this before. It means somebody packed that in storage, left it there for 20 years, and is that sold too? All right. Look at this right here. Little bit of damage, and damage right down here. See that? Looks like someone spilled coffee on it. But they didn't. Well, I don't know what they spilled on it, but that can be repaired. But this is one of the most amazing. Notice, but I'm selling it as is with damage. Oh, I like how he signed it in pink down there. This is a monster of a Nota. 53.5 by 47.5. Done in 1989. Signed on the front and back. My guess 30,000's easy, maybe more. But I don't know for sure. I only found out an hour before I left for the studio. I'll tell you what, start at zero, $250 increments. This is the last Nota. Somebody bought the other one. This is it. Man, I should save this till my friends laugh at me. Wilson, is that too high up? There you go. 1989. And I want to thank you. Starting at zero, $250 increments, does have damage. But the damage can be fixed. I don't know how much it costs, but it doesn't appear to be as expensive as one would think. Last Nota. Just another brick in the wall. Yes, I got Peter Max tonight. Wilson, I don't know if you're familiar with it. Do you know the secret Peter Max handshake? Okay. You'll get to witness it. Any open on this. And it's all right if it doesn't sell. Because I got friends that work at different auction houses. I have one friend that works at the largest auction house in the world. Not for art, but just the largest one. I have another friend that works on the East Coast. Never go there, Wilson. I always stayed west. If they've already bought one, though, it might be cheaper because they can put them both in one package. But I don't comment on shipping. That was Patty that just said that. Do we have an open? No open once. I can't hear you, Juliet, but I can read lips. Say it again. Hey, say it to me one more time. I can read lips. What were you saying? No, say it to me again. Oh my good. Did you see what she just said to me, Wilson? Wilson, oh my God, Juliet. Unbelievable. Did you? I just read her lips, Wilson. We got the open. Juliet, Juliet, my answer to you is you do when you clean up. That's it. Oh my God. Yo, Wilson, you're glad you didn't see that. We have $250 on this. $250 for another brick in the wall. This would be so cheap, it would be unbelievable. And if you already bought one, and yes, shipping costs a lot, we can get two in a package if they're similar size, Wilson. I mean, you couldn't probably ship Laurel and Hardy together. They're not the same size. Which one? Okay, we'll get to that next week. We have $250 going once. Folks, yes, there's some minor damage, but this is probably one of the largest notas I have ever had here. This is crazy. I'm going to talk to my friends, and I'll update you next week. But you guys are getting deals that are unbelievable. $250, looking, I don't know, $8,000, going once at $250. $250 on another brick in the wall. Going twice. Fair. And final warning. This hurts. I know it's got some slight damage, but it can be restored. Yeah, it's damaged right there. No tears. Just something got on the canvas. Going once. Going twice. All in, all said, done. Oh, that's too cheap. I don't even, that's embarrassing. At 500, I'd be crying, but at that, I am going to research this for next week so you get an update. Patty, can I hand you this one? All right, now. Oof. Fortunately, that is carpeted. No damage. I love that little bit of carpet there. This was done by Peter Max in 2010. BC 2905. Now, folks, Peter Max is 86 or 87. Peter Max is pop art. State of the World Forum. This is an original mixed media on paper. It's an original. Every bit of acrylic original. There's a picture of Peter Max probably 25 years ago in his high limit room in New York. Peter Max in the late 70s got depressed because the Statue of Liberty had been closed down because it wasn't safe. Peter Max knew Lee Iacocca, he called him. Together they raised over $330 million to reopen the Statue of Liberty. And in 1980 or 81, Ronald Reagan was there, Nancy Reagan, Lee Iacocca, Peter Max, and they reopened the Statue of Liberty. Now, here is an airplane that Peter Max painted. Peter Max was born in Berlin, Germany in 1934, I believe. And in 1937, his family was smart enough, his dad and mom, to see what was happening. And it says, the childhood of Peter Max is the material for which a sweeping James McNear novel of a Steven Spielberg movie is made. He actually moved from his parents because they saw that Peter Max is Jewish, and they saw what was happening to the Jewish people, and they got scared, so they moved to Singapore. And from the Singapore, he eventually got back to the United States, became a world famous artist. Oh my goodness, look at that. Yeah. So he moved from Germany from the age of 1, can be mapped across China, Tibet, Israel, and France before he reached his ultimate destination, America, with a pan-culture background such as this for a budding artist. He even one point stayed at a Buddha monastery. So you're asking about originals. Here's an original, Neon Man. 2012 price, 12 years ago. $62,500. Here, my favorite of all unique original, one-of-a-kind originals, Angel with Heart. Have one just like this hanging in my house. This one on this ad was done in 2002. It says retail price $80,000, asking price $61,000. And this I printed, and I will tell you the day I printed this. No, I won't. Probably 2012. I sold, I wish I had, I've never seen another one. There's a list. Max has been the official Super Bowl artist, Statue of Liberty. He invited Nancy Reagan. Nancy Reagan invited him to the White House, and they painted Statue of Liberties on the White House grounds. Here is a comp from right here from 13 years ago for a signed and numbered serograph where there was 100 or 200 or 150 in the edition. They won 22,000, lowered it from 60 or 25 to 22,000, and that was 13 years ago. Here is shop.com, Peter Max, $80,000. Unfortunately, folks, these are the final Peter Maxes. Many of these are the last that Peter Max has in the Max Publishing. I don't know if any of you have taken a cruise lately, but you will see this is 12 years ago, flag, asking price $60,000. That's cheap now. Peter Max, they're all out. Here's the cover of Life magazine. All right, Ashley, I am going to tell you something about this Peter Max. Now, Wilson, I read this. I can't be 100% sure it's accurate, Wilson, because what I did was I wrote it down first, then I read it. No. I was told, hey, Ashley, secret handshake real fast. Because I'm going to tell him something about that. All right, secret handshake. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jazz hands. I believe, and it could be crazy. You know, there's been a lot of UFO sightings, Patty.
Oh, you were right. Yes, yes.
There have been a lot of UFO sightings. This is utter speculation, Wilson. But, hey, I'll tell you what, utter speculation. When the UFOs do land and start to take over the planet, I was told that if you have a Peter Max with this on it, the aliens will be very nice to you. If you don't, I don't know what's going to happen. But this is called State of the World Forum. It is an original. And it is, I just want to show you what is so important about Peter Max. That registration number. Peter Max graphics, but you see that he did this in 2010. How many digits is that, Wilson? I can't even.
317206.
5 digits. Is that 5 or 6? 6. There will be a picture of Peter Max signing this original when he finished it. This is unbelievable. And the people, oh, look at that. Hand signed Max, multicolor signature, acrylic on paper. Wilson, let me come up to the camera because I was told, if you've ever taken a cruise, Park West at Sea, Albert Scaglione, you know what I'm talking about, especially if you've taken one in the last 2 years. They'll come at you for 110, 120,000. The item number on this is BC 2905. Just like that one ad where it says retail 81,000, I'll take 69 or 61 from 12 years ago. They're going to tell you this is 125 grand, my guess, on a ship. So we'll put up the graphics for BC 2905. Now, Wilson, let's just say in this crazy world we live in, I accidentally lunged into the truth that by having this in your house when the aliens arrive, you could be good, Patty. What are you going to do if an alien knocks on your door? No, you're not. No, you stop. I didn't hear that. I did not hear that. Neither did Wilson. Okay. I'll tell you what, serious retail is about 120 grand on the cruise ships, unframed. And this has the registration number, the 6-digit registration number, and this piece was done in 2010. And I'm telling you, it's well over 100,000 on a lot of cruises. They get you liquored up on the final night, and they don't go for. Have you been on a cruise, Wilson? No, you got to take one. Tell you what I'm going to do. I got a price. But what is most important to me is that these appear to be, from what I am told, the final last archives left in Peter Max graphics. They're gone. There's nowhere to get them anymore. I mean, they're all sold. They're in private hands. And so when they want to sell one, it's like shop.com, $80,000. And that was 9 years ago, 8.5 years ago. And this is really cool. I have 2 Peter Maxes. I want to show them both because you might like the second one. And I just want to make sure you get which one you want. The most important thing, I've been doing this on TV. I'm in my 33rd year right now. Started on the longest day of the year in 1991. Longest day. I had no idea. People bought when it was dark out, not light. I have a Peter Max heart. I had one of these, a different type of heart, that was in our house when my daughter was growing up. She's still mad at me because about 12 years ago I sold it on TV, and she goes, "Why would you do that?" Now, to give you some ideas of what the heart goes for, I think I have some. Well, here's one right here. This is Flower Blossoming Lady, but it's not the same. Look at that, 40,000, but that is canvas. Look at that. My goodness. These are 50,000 9 years ago on a dinky little one. So when you start talking about a large heart like this on a boat, they're going to be 95 to 110,000. This is BC 2900. All right. Folks, you could be looking at the last two heart, or on the other one, the world, that I ever get. They are out. My connections are gone because Peter Max Graphics, they're down to the last of the archives. I was told, about 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago when I started PrimeTime, I sold a lot of the different Statue of Liberty heads. And I think it was Melvin that bought them. It might not have been Melvin, or it could have been Melvin. I've been told to expect, if I want another one, which I can't get, but if I was ever to get a chance, they're going to be 3 times what I paid for 3 years ago, because they're out. Right here, done in 2010. Oh, this is amazing. State of the World Forum. Acrylic on paper. With the secret handshake that when they land. Here's what I'm going to do. Oh my goodness. Folks, if you ever, this is most likely, I had this one about 4 years ago. I might have had one the last year, but I am told this is the absolute last one that my connections at Max Graphics said they're gone. This is it. And that is a unique, one-of-a-kind original. It is stunning. Yeah, they want 120 grand on ships. Here's what I'm going to do. Unframed. At 100 grand, yeah, it's a little bit of a discount, but I got into this business 33 years ago to have the best price, not an okay price. And that was really tough to do. Art was easier, but coins the last 10 years was really tough, but we still managed. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you, it's not going to be 80,000, Matt. It's not going to be 70,000, Matt. It's not going to be 60 or 50,000. At 40,000, I'm more competitive than almost any boat in my mind or any gallery. At 30,000, for a unique, one-of-a-kind original with a Peter Max registration number, it's amazing. At $20,000, it's unheard of. $15,000, they're going, it can't be real. It is. That's why I showed you the back with the Peter Max registration number. At $12,500, people that took a cruise and bought one are going to dislike me, but don't dislike me, dislike Ashley. Because she said, put this one up. At $10,000, nobody on a unique acrylic on paper by Peter Max with the Peter Max registration number can't do it. $9,000, get out of here. $8,000, it's not possible. $7,800, no way. $7,500, I'm nuts. Tell you what. $6,200 to open. $200 increments once we get the open. That is the cheapest alien insurance you can ever buy. 6-digit Peter Max, done in 2010. You enter that registration code at Peter Max Graphics, you can get a picture, you can get the picture of him signing it, but at $6,200, that is a deal. How old is Peter Max now? Is he 86, 87? He's the one that came up with the original black light art in the 60s. 86. Look at that. I don't know which is better. I mean, well, I do. If you're going to buy one, get one that you got alien insurance with. Look at all this where some of the stars he colors red, some of the stars he colors blue. Acrylic on paper, unique original by Peter Max. 6,200. On the heart, which some people like better. This heart right here, it's called Love. It's a Love Original. And it has a lot of love is the official name. Early registration number. 100,000 earlier than the 2010 piece. So this piece probably done in 2004 or 5. Oh, I had one. My daughter's still mad at me. She's 22 now. But I'll tell you what, on Love, original, lot of love, 5,900. So folks, if you ever wanted a Peter Max, and let me go to camera 2, or your camera, Wilson. Tightest market I've ever seen. They're off the market. They're gone. Now everybody, when you call dealers, no, I don't have any. And they start quoting me prices 30%, 40% higher than 6 months ago. He said they're gone. They're out. The cruise is back up. They're all gone. They're sold. Everybody is out of Peter Max's. I mean, and to have the registration number so you know it's real. He's 86 years old. He painted an airplane. He painted a ship for Carnival. Tell me which one you want. But I would be all over any of these because my guess is this might be the last shot you ever get, especially right here, State of the World Forum. This Let me tell you, this came out like 20 years ago as a signed and numbered silk screen. And at the time I was going, I know Peter Max is famous, but for a signed and, this is a unique, one of a kind original, but for the signed and numbered silk screens, they were 18 to 20,000. I just put up a unique original for 6,200. The heart, the one that my daughter is still mad at me about, I think I sold it for 8,900 20 years ago. Here I got this one cheaper. Look at all of the purple and the red and the orange and the tangerine. Acrylic on paper. That is an original signed Max. And about as many colors as you can mix in a signature. Look at that. You know what? I got to be careful because I'm telling myself, don't sell these. I'm just going to move this one back over here. And I'm going to move on to stay. Your dog is very polite. Giuliani brings her dog here. Within the next 6 months, I'm going to try and find a time I can bring Pretty Boy Floyd in. He's a good dog. Oh, look at this state of the world. Okay. Now, this, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I want to take 5 minutes of your time, or 10. This is Gregory Wilhelmy. I always called him my cowboy artist. He's from Roundup, Montana. He is a museum artist. He gives talks at museums about his art. If you ever get to Billings, Montana, here's a picture of Gregory Wilhelmy painting a building. He got a commission from Billings, Montana, the summer of 2002. He's a tall guy. He's standing there painting this building, a picture of a building, and it looks so real. I'm sure it's like the Road Runner. You know, people start driving up there, they go, there's a building in the road, and it's not. I mean, this was, he painted that Longhorn something. Gregory Wilhelmy is an artist, and I will show you. Here is Gregory. I love some of his shows. One of them was entitled It's a Matter of Time. This is a Gregory Wilhelmy put himself in a painting called Passing Glance. There's Gregory Wilhelmy standing on a road with mountains and big clouds from where Montana is famous, holding a painting where the road continues. That's what Gregory Wilhelmy does. And here is A Matter of Time, which was one of the huge shows. But here's another one. Gregory Wilhelmy likes to show how the mining towns of the West, he called this one the Long Road, Art of the Northern Plains. how these small mining towns grew, became very affluent, then the mine, the ores run out. Some of them turn into big cities, but most of them just fade away where there's 20 or 30 citizens left in the town. That's the talk he gave at this museum. So anyway, Matt, if you're going to play one of the, would you start with one or two? One or two? Because sometimes I like two better than one. What do you? Yeah, let's start with two. And I got a lot of art to show you tonight. Oh, this is a film I made on Gregory Wilhelmy about 10 years ago, 12 years ago. And I think you're going to find it amazing. And this is Gregory. He's about as authentic of an individual as you're ever going to see. One of the greatest artists I've ever met in my life. Take a look at this, folks.
I'm Gregory Wilhelmy. I live in Montana and I'm an artist. And I paint pictures, a lot of pictures, of a lot of different things, in a lot of different places. The hardest part of doing any painting is getting it started, and after you get a certain place with it, then it kind of starts to fall together on its own, and it's easier to deal with. But when you're first starting it, you have to concentrate more to know for sure in your own mind what it is that you need to do to get a good product, a good picture. One of the problems about working outside is that it takes forever for oil paint to dry. So by adding some dryer into the white paint, that allows me to get a better, faster drying time and to have an easier time of completing my painting. I use a medium that I specially mix up for outdoor use, again with some dryer in it. And after I have completed a preliminary sketch of what it is that the main things that I want to paint, and I put on a brush light coating of this medium over the entire surface. It helps the oil paint spread more evenly. And I also I prefer a warm sienna tone to put my paint onto it. Just as a personal preference is that, first of all, I hate to work just on a stark white canvas because the oil paint will leave holes in your painting that the white will show through. And I always prefer a warm surface to paint on because it warms the other colors that I put over the top of it. Anytime that you're painting outside, you're dealing with weather, sunlight, time. Within 90 minutes, you have basically 90 minutes to get down your study, because after that, the light will have changed significantly enough that you have a totally different picture that you're working with. If you're painting in town, there's always you try to get out of the way, on a side street where the traffic's not heavy and where you don't have a lot of interruptions. And then there's the elements. Like this morning, it was only about 30 degrees when we first came out here. I was pretty sure of that. So there's the cold, and there's the heat. It's the bugs, the wind, the rain, and just the logistics of setting up. So one of the more important aspects and the reasons to work outside is that it allows the artist to develop a visual memory for color and value and tone. I paint inside more than what I used to, but you still need to get out in the field and work because the human eye sees so much different than the camera, and there's also the immediacy of seeing the scene and working with it. And nothing as compelling as visually as coming out, actually seeing the scene, and the challenge of being able to paint it. Setting up like this gives you the best kind of information to go back to the studio and do a finished painting. So when you're back in your studio and you're working and you're looking at reference material, say it's photographs you've taken or drawings that you've done, and the painting isn't working right, this kind of outdoor experience gives you the kind of knowledge you need to go back and make it right. My favorite places, when I first started painting outside location, I had taken a trip to Germany. And anytime that you're painting outside, you attract more of an audience. And to give me courage to get out, because there was always be a crowd watching, is that you could buy beer in Germany by the quarts. The bottle of beer was the kilo thing or whatever it was. So, and it was very acceptable to have beer for breakfast in Germany, so I put a couple of those big bottles in my backpack. And I worked in watercolors mostly then. And so you could sit down almost any street corner and get out your beer and get out your watercolors and do a painting, have a crowd, have a conversation. The person's reaction to your work is sometimes surprising to me. That they'll get things out of something that I necessarily wasn't intending or even thinking about. So I think basically I do my work, and then whatever a viewer drags away from it or how they respond to it. And one thing I've learned over the years is that you really can't predict it. A lot of times paintings that I really like, 80% of people will just, and I'll expect people to respond the same way to something that I really like, and it seldom ever happens. When I came down here, it was a Sunday morning a few days ago, and I was looking for a location for us to paint on, and what captured my eye was the light source. I was down here around 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, and it was quiet, and there was this nice contrast between the darks and the light area, and so this focal area in here really stood out, just popped. I liked the way at that morning where the cerulean blue sky was a nice complement off the oranges and the warm tones in here. It all looks good to me right now. I'll put it in my studio for a few days and look at it, and maybe some things will come to me that I can add or change at the time. But right now it feels good. Being done with something and having the painting being finished, I think are two different things. What I can say for sure right now is I'm about done with this painting. All in all, I think it turned out to be a very nice piece. I think it's kind of captivating.
That was Gregory Wilhelmy in his own words. He's 80 now, and he is one of the best. This is one of his favorite paintings right here, and I'm going to make it happen for anybody. This is Fire on St. Gregory's Pond. He painted this 12 years ago in 2012. Original oil on canvas. The forest fires burned for 5 days. On this morning, the flames are slowly dancing in front of the rising sun. This is 1 in a million artists can do. He laminated it. This is just absolutely stunning. This is a museum artist of the highest caliber. Retail $35,000. This is a masterpiece. He even told me Barry is one of my favorite paintings. Oh, yes. Oh, this is beautiful. I want to see if anybody's watching me. I'll give you a deal of a lifetime. Tell you what, this is too cheap. $1,200 to open. That's crazy money. $1,200 to open. $100 increments once we get the open. I wish I had more. I don't. They have all been sold through galleries, through their original Gregory Wilhelmis. Only have 2 others I can show you. I'd be all over that. Here is another Wilhelmi. The oldest tree in the world. This is Briscone Pines, 2002. Oldest tree on earth. Original oil on panel. Great Basin National Park, Nevada. The struggles to survive for 5,000 years has created the dramatic twist and tortured beauty of this Bristol cone pine. Folks, that's a painting. That is a plein air. Go there, paint it. One of the greatest artists of all time. Tell you what I'm going to do on this one, Ashley, just to see if everybody's watching. This is too cheap. $1,000 to open right now. The oldest tree. I didn't say that. I didn't visit it. I hope everybody's having fun tonight. Here is one of the best paintings he ever painted with the absolute worst title. I believe it's the title that scares people away from this painting. This right here is Where Evil Dwells. Original oil on panel, Gregory Wilhelmi. The spirit of the native son, Evel Knievel, still dwells in and defines the tough and rugged mining towns of Butte, Montana. So we saw this hotel, bar in Butte, Montana. If I'm not mistaken, this might have been one of the paintings that won him an award. Look at that, every detail. Look at that. Folks, look at that. You can the shades are open in one room, shut in the other. This is a monster of a painting. One of his all-time favorites. if I'm not mistaken, I think he won a prize for this painting. And I think he had discussions with my mom a while back about turning this into an edition. I'm talking a long time ago. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. This is a very expensive Wilhelmy, 30,000, and that's on the cheap size. Fully aged. What is fully aged? What's that beer say? Old what? Fordenberg? No. What is it? It's bourbon? Schulberg. Well, I don't drink except Diet Mountain Dew. My next goal in life is to take Diet Mountain Dew and safely mix nicotine gum in it, creating Nicodoo, the drink of champs. Oh my goodness, caffeine and nicotine combined. I was driving in on the radio, they were talking about giving something nicotine patches to kids. It's like, why would you do that? I don't know, but I know nicotine, and I'm going to get a lot of mean calls about this. I started smoking when I was 14. I had really bad asthma. Never had another asthma attack in my life from the age of 14. So maybe they're treating asthma with, I don't know. Why give them a patch when you can give them Nicodoo? Hype them up and calm them down at the same time. Tell you what, here's what I'm going to do. Ashley, this is one of the rarest Gregory Wilhelmys I have. Start at $0, $200 increments. Wherever it goes, it goes. And it's all because of the name Where Evil Dwells. It's a $30,000 original. I'm starting at $0. I want to see if anybody's watching me. Why on the Asian network is that man standing next to a big baby bottle? Hang on, they got to come back to the other picture. Yeah, there's a baby bottle behind, but never mind. I'm starting at $0, $200 increments. You're looking at one of an award-winning painting done by Gregory Wilhelmy. Oil on panel. Is that Gus's lunch? I like the chili. Does that say chili sandwiches? Wilson, does that say chili sandwiches? Oh, grilled sandwiches, yeah. Chili sandwiches.
Do you want to open this one at 200?
200 has been bid. This is one of his greatest works. He is showing people what happened to possibly one of the nicest hotels in 1960s or 50s, when it was a thriving mining town, is now a hotel with a lot of advertising in a town that might have 1/10 the population it did when the mine was there. Mine's gone. Life has changed.
Very fine. PrimeTime. It's already open. 400.
400.
400. Very fine.
This is an amazing painting. Don't let this one get away from you, because this is, he won a major award for this.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we're at 400. Look at that, yeah. This is his story. What happens when the ore runs out? What happens? He grew up here in the 40s and 50s, 60s. What do they say, Ashley? They in, out? $600. Folks, where evil dwells. And for all I know, that could have been a hangout for Evel Knievel in Butte, Montana. Look at that. We're at 600. That is crazy cheap. The Gregory Wilhelmi. $600. Going once. Crazy. Say it ain't so. Is that Blitz or Blatz beer? Blatz. Do they still make it? I don't know if they still make. Now, what is the fully aged? Are they talking the hotel? Are they talking the beer? When it says fully aged.
Customer said the chili.
The chili? Oh my goodness. This is crazy. $600 going twice. Gregory's going to be so mad at me. Let me give it Matt, give it a 42-second clock. Wasn't that, what's his name, number in baseball? Is it 20? What? Yeah. Was that Jackie Robinson's number, 42? Or is it 24? It's 42. Let's give it 42 seconds. Gus's lunch, chili sandwiches, Blatz beer, fully aged. Oh, this hurts, folks. This hurts. $600 going once. I know they're saying put the hammer down, Barry. I'm stalling because this is so cheap. Anybody else get in on this? I would have bought this so fast for $600. I can't do that. 600 going twice. Off. Sorry about that. $600 going once. This is so cheap. I would have bought this myself if I had any clue it was going to go this cheap. $600 going twice. Fair and final warning. All in. All said. Sold. Oh, that was too cheap. Now, what happened?
You waved and said hi to somebody.
Who did you wave at?
I said hi to Paul.
Oh. Folks, Peter Max 2010. Peter Max official registration number 317206. State of the World Forum original. BC 2905. Go in the Peter Max gallery. I tell you, it's 120,000 or more. Take a cruise, 120,000 unframed. This is the last of the archives, the last of the originals. It's a unique original. It's a one-of-a-kind original. State of the World Forum. Right there. Done in 2010. Acrylic, on paper, painted by Peter Max. One of the all-time greatest artists ever. He painted a cruise ship. He painted an airplane. Every bit of that. Acrylic on paper. Done by Peter Max. Talk to me, folks. I am under the impression, I believe, this could be the last one I ever get. For example, Angel with Heart, can't get another. I sold one I had. Could never get another. They're all sold out. None left. Call me up. If you need time, we can work it out. These are becoming some of the most valuable artwork I have ever sold. And that is just a perfect Peter Max. 46 3/4 by 34 3/4. Talk to me. I want to make somebody a deal. I believe this is the way they told me, Barry, when I started working for this is the last one we ever have. You will never get another shot on State of the World form. They were telling me signed and numbered silk screens done 25 years ago are bringing 15 and 18,000, and there's 150 in the edition. This is a one-of-a-kind original. You are buying an original by Peter Max, the legendary pop artist of all time. Call me. I want to work some deals. I'm even thinking about auctioning it, but I gotta. Oh my goodness. Wilson, I desperately want to get this in the customer's hands. This is such an important and valuable Peter Max. That is one of his most iconic images. I think it was Melvin that bought so many of those Liberty heads. They've tripled. I can't ever get another one. They are all sold out. They even made a point of telling me, tell Barry that there are no more Liberty heads. They have all been sold out. If we ever get another one, tell them to pay 3 times what it's going for. I already have the best price. I got a very special price. It's so low, you got to call in. I'm going to tell the operators, call for special off-air price. Oh, this is too cheap. that crazy, Wilson? This is such a good special off-air price. What the heck is happening on that TV set over there? Is that like a voodoo witch doctor? Center screen. Got a little bit of a red and gray cape.
Oh, no, they're dancing.
Yeah, but doesn't he have like a knife in his hand?
No, that's like a cane.
A cane.
A cane and a fan.
A cane, a fan, and a machine gun. No, wait, no machine gun. Call, camera 2, folks. I got a very, very, very special price. If you don't own a Peter Max yet, buy this one. This is the last one they have at Peter Max Graphics. It done on a cruise ship. This is 120 grand. I got a special off the air price. Call me and I will make it happen. On either of these two, call me up. I got a special off the air price. You're going to be seeing, I believe you already are, but the next coming 6 months to a year, the amount, just a hunch that these are going to be going up from what I know about how low they are, what they are charging on the ones they have left. Angel with Heart, the one I wanted the most, it's all sold out. Every single one, gone. Nowhere to go to get them. This, my understanding, is the last mixed media State of the World Forum. And this is one of the last hearts. Call me. I got a special off the air price. And folks, I don't know what else I can say. This is the goods, man. I'm telling you. I have never seen this is baby step appreciation. I watched it happen with Salvador Dali in the 80s. I watched it happen with Erte in the early 80s with the Alphabet series. Little A going for $8,000 when it came out at $200. I'm telling you, these are original Peter Max. These are unique, one-of-a-kind originals. I got a price in mind. They're the last of each I could ever offer you. I don't even know if I can ever get another Peter Max. I've been waiting and begging for Umbrella Man. I might not even be able to get that. So tell me which ones. Call. I'm going to make it happen. Look at this. This is what happens when they get low. This was 10 years ago when I printed this. Angel with Heart. 2002 is when it was created. Retail $80,000. Asking price $61,300. That $80,000 is $120 on cruises. This whole edition sold out. There are no more. I can't get any more. All gone at Max Graphics. Call me. I have a secret off-the-air price. If you ever want a Peter Max, especially, without a doubt, the one done in 2010, State of the World Forum, original. That's what it says on the back. State of the World Forum, original. The only reason I got this, it had been on a cruise ship, unframed, and somebody had put something down they didn't pay, and I zoomed over there. That's the last one. They're all sold out at Max Graphics. I have incredible prices. Just give me a call, please. This is the Peter Max. This is The man that changed art. Take that. You're getting close, but I can't take that. All right, I'll tell you what I am going to do. While you're thinking about these two. Raphael Abacussis. $18,800 for an original sterling silver menorah made by legendary Israeli artist Raphael Abacussis. When dignitaries would visit Israel, some of them would get Raphael Abacussis presents. Look at that. The walls of Jerusalem there, a dreidel in the middle. That is 18 karat sterling silver that he has crafted and molded. 18,000. Tell you what I'm going to do. This is crazy. Matt, how many people are watching me on the internet? Remove my Mountain Dew. That's not good. I wonder if, tell you what I'm going to do. Folks, and Wilson, if you can take him through, let me show you this side over here, because it's sterling silver enhanced with gold. Look at that. Look at Jerusalem. Look at the sun. Look how he has pounded sterling silver. You got an $18,800 every brick hand pounded out of sterling silver. This is not a mold. This is handmade by the Raphael Abacussis with a dreidel in the middle. I hope you're out there tonight, folks. You're looking at an $18,800 original Raphael Abacussis. Start at zero, $250 increments. Yes, I'm doing it, Patty. Now I'm starting at zero. That's the last Abacussis I could even get. Do you realize, Wilson? I just want him to see how far off. Look how far off the sterling silver. An inch? Half inch? Look at that. That is a hand-sculpted original by Raphael Abacussis, one of the most famous Israeli artists you can get. That is silver, sterling, 0.925. Sterling silver. I'm starting at zero, looking for the open. You ever wanted one of the ultimate presents to give somebody? This is it. Folks, I got an 18,000. Now, Wilson, this is time when I got to have a serious talk with myself. I'm going to grab a Diet Mountain Dew. Wilson, it's funny because my first show I did was in San Francisco, July 21st, June 21st, 1991. Whew. it was awful. I then moved. I got a chance to do shows in Seattle, even though I lived in Port Angeles, but long story. And I started doing shows down here in LA. I'd fly from the Cape, over the Cape of Juan de Fuca, tough flights, Peninsula College, come to one floor above here, Keystone Communications, do shows on Friday, Saturday, Sunday morning, fly back and start teaching again at Peninsula College Monday morning. That's where I started. Talk to me. Which one are they interested in? Do we have an open? What do we have going on? $18, that is sterling silver and gold. Which customer?
Yeah, he was just checking in on the price.
Which one is he thinking about? Well, thank him. Yeah, Patty, we have the open. Folks, that's $18,800. That is a handcrafted, one-of-a-kind Raphael Abagacis. Unbelievable. Now, folks, you are talking one of the greatest craftsmen of all time. Look at that, Wilson. Look at that. That is sterling silver, highlighted in gold, 12 by 5.5. Hang on. What do you mean 5.5? That's 8 to 9 inches. 12. Where do you get the 5.5? Oh, that? Yeah, I got you. Okay. 500. This is 18,800, and you're lucky if you can get it. 750 has been bid. Oh, what's gone wrong in my career, Patty? You saw me at the company I founded now. 750. What does your customers say, Ashley? $1,000.
Verifying. Oh, okay. Thank you, David.
Who is? $1,000 on an $18,800 Raphael Abagacis sculpture made out of sterling silver. It is stunning. You got the city of Jerusalem there. You got a dreidel. You got everything. This is crazy. They're killing me tonight, Juliana. You can stop stalking me. You don't have to stab me. They're doing it for you tonight. This is one of the most valuable Israeli artists, and he says he wants to make you smile. Wilson, I just got to show this. Look at that. Look how far off. This is not, this is a work of art. Raphael, oops, the dreidel fell. I'll get it. Fell on the carpet. We're okay. Look at this. Let me put the dreidel back in. Dreidel made you out of clay. I don't remember the stuff. But anyway. All right, $1,000 going once. I can't believe people are going to miss this over a couple $100. That is an original sculpture done, a menorah for Hanukkah, done by Raphael Abagacis. that comes an inch off, maybe more. Unbelievable. $1,000 going once. $1,000 going twice. You're verifying? On the dreidel? You want to play spin the dreidel? That's what you're supposed to do. It has different. No, Juliet. If it comes up on the wrong thing, you don't have to take a shot of liquor. Where does your mind go? No wonder Romeo ran away.
Oh, you know what this is?
What's that?
It's the doctor.
Doctor,
Yeah.
what does Rich have to say? Which one is he interested in?
He asked about the
Peter Max's or the dreidel?
menorah.
You should get on this. This is an $18,800 item. I'm at $1,000. You talk about a night that's gone terribly wrong. This is it. Are you kidding? This is an $18,800 retail. I'm at $1,000. Looking for $1,250. 1,000. That's Dr. L, right?
Yeah, yes.
Dr. L, what's that?
Yes, that is him, but
Is he going to make it $1,250?
he's is he
Dr. L, I got it at $1,000. I want you to get it for $1,250 if you want it. No offense to the $1,000 bidder.
Yeah, we'll just give, like, you can move on and we'll give him.
All right, I got to move on. They're going to tell me what's happening. Got a couple people interested. Now, right above me and on my side are Peter Max's. I can't get any more. I know you've heard that. It's the tightest market I have ever seen. People that do take cruises, they tell me, Barry, you weren't making it up. They want $120,000 unframed. I know the heart, I had one in my house, a different heart, but it was a unique original. Daughter's still mad I sold it, but the one above it, unbelievable. That's the last one they have in archive. I'll move over. Can you show them the world? Folks, I have this at an amazing price. You call me. This is the last one I can ever get. Right there. Completely sold out at Mark's Graphics. Completely sold out everywhere. The only place you're going to get one is a secondary market, and they're going to want a lot more than you could ever imagine. So call me on this right here. Hey, does Dr. L want a Peter Max? Because we're running out. Dr. L, this is the last. I'm going to move the heart away just for a second. Now, folks, wherever you're watching me from, it's been raining a lot down here, but it's stopped. This right here is one of the most important images Peter Max ever did. He did this image in a silk screen, sold out like that. I saw some of the silk screens 5-6 years ago. They were one of 150 or one of 250, and they wanted $18,000 for it. This is a one-of-a-kind original. It is entitled State of the World Forum Original, BC 2905, acrylic on paper. Yeah, they want 120 grand on cruise lines. Don't believe me? Take a cruise. Buy this and and take the savings, the other 100 and some thousand, and live it up. Tell you what, look at this. I have a very, very, very special price on this. It's an off-the-air price. It's not $9,500. It's a lot lower than that. You just got to call. Unfortunately, I only have like 7 minutes left. Call me. Dr. L, call us back. Oh, I got a special price. Somebody wants both Peter Maxes? Whew. But that one right there, State of the World, that is the last one I can ever get. Period. I was told this is the last one Peter Max Gallery's ever had. Archive, this is it. Beautifully framed. 120 grand on cruise ships. That's an original Peter Max. Acrylic on paper. Done in 2010. 14 years ago. They're not even calling for the special price? Unbelievable. I think they're scared if they call for the special price, they'll faint. It's that cheap. And if they want to do some kind of payment deal, put something down and work a deal with Ashley to pay the rest, we'll make that happen. This is a very important Peter Max. This is the last State of the World I can ever get. Max graphics are sold out. Yeah, let's work a deal. And we're finishing up the menorah, we're working. I got 4 minutes left. Hey, I met somebody at the dog park that can run a just under 5-minute mile, which I think is absolutely silly, Ashley. Which one are they interested in, Patty?
What's the shipping on the Peter Max?
Which one?
On which one? Yes, sir. The unique one. The world. This one. The world.
This one right here.
Which one? Yeah. What's the? Oh, okay. It is Indiana.
The what? Oh. All right, I got 3 minutes left. Which one? I am on for a second. Yes. Patty, because this is one of the toughest pieces. Not yet. Not yet. Who are you talking to? Oh, this is the last one I'm ever going to see. And the heart, my goodness, is called Lot of Love by Peter Max right here. I have only 2 minutes left. Look at that. Yeah, let's make this happen. Say what?
Oh, no, Zach's guitarist tonight.
No, sir. Yeah. Do you know Wayne?
I could get a Zach's guitar. I'm down to 1 minute.
I'm flashing this for Dirk.
Don't flash again. The police showed up last time. All right. And Patty, is he into the Peter Max? No? All right. Well, folks, I want to thank you. And Buford, don't kick that dog. I have 30 seconds. We ship a lot faster, and I want to thank everybody. And did Dr. L get the deal there? Get this. Call. I'll be walking around the studio for a while. I only got 10 seconds left. This is a bargain at the price I have. Unbelievable. Nobody in the country can offer it to you at that price. Hey, we love you. Bye-bye.